Hello my loves, it's Kat. How are you? What are you doing? I hope you're good. Today we're gonna find out what does the rest of the 2022 have in store for you. So what you need to do is to choose a card or crystal. We have card 1 with green calcite, card 2 with rose quartz, and card 3 with clear quartz. When you have made a decision, go down to the description box to find your timestamp. I will give you a few seconds to decide, and when you're ready, I will see you at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So I chose the green calcite, which looks almost like yellow in the camera. And then we have justice, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So it seems like there is a decision to be made, and I'm getting two messages actually, that there is a decision to be made within the end of 2022, and I feel like it will end in your favor. And the second message is that if you're going through some legal things, maybe you're in court or something like this, like maybe you have been sued or something, there is some sort of maybe you're fighting for custody of a child or something like this. I see like a legal matter. That should end in your favor if you are in that kind of situation. And so let's get some more cards then. I wonder what that other decision is, if this is not about a legal matter. But I feel like you are usually very good at making decisions. You're not very impulsive, it seems. I feel like you take time, at least in this subject. You take the time to ponder like different, pathways, how this could end. If I choose this, what could happen if I choose this? But I feel like this is ending up in like you don't know what to decide anymore because you have been wondering so long and so hard about this. Like there are so many benefits and like so many pros and cons to every single decision that you could make from this thing. What is this thing anyway? I don't know, it could be so many different things for many of you. It could be to start your own business, could be to moving somewhere. Oh, okay, so we have the Hanged Man. I feel like you have felt very stuck with this situation. I feel like this could have something to do with the family. Maybe you have... I almost feel like you want to get away from your family. Does that make sense to you? It's almost like you see them as someone... it's almost like they're trying to control you or guilt you into doing something, or or gaslight you to do something or not to do something. This is one scenario that I see. Let's say this family is kind of poor, I think, or I see this as a one parent kind of household. Like there is like either a mom or the dad is gone for some reason, and the mother or the father has to raise lots of kids, and then you could be the oldest child and you take care of your siblings while your mother or dad is at work to you know, to support the household, and maybe you work as well to make ends meet, and now you want to go to college, and, you know, your family can't, you know, lose you, but this is something you want for yourself for the first time in ever. Like, this is something that I want because, well, this is my life, and, you know, well, that is a very tough situation to be in. I don't know if that is where you are at, but it could be for some of you. But that is a scenario that I see. It could be that you're like in a similar situation, but not exactly. So take what resonates. But yeah, I feel like there is this like you want to get away, start over, or do something that you're called to do, but there are some people that are holding you back, or yourself. It could be just yourself that you're holding yourself back. Definitely. Yeah, so spirit guides, pile number 1. What does the end of, the rest of the 2022 have for my beautiful pile number 1s? Oh, okay. Okay. These cards would fit, but there are just way too many, so I'm just gonna, they will come back if they are meant to be. They always do. Pile number 1, spirit guides. Pile number 1. So there was a tower that I saw, so just in case. Also, it could have been either one. It could have been King or the Queen of Swords. So in case 1 or 2 or all of them come up again, I'm gonna take them. And I know that there was a message for you, but even if, you know, I don't know. So, spirit guides, talk to me. Yeah, I feel like there is there is something that is holding you back, something that is very tightly trying to, you know, in like horror movies when, or doesn't even have to be horror, but you know, when like they're running away from this monster or something, and one of them falls down, and then the monster has them by their ankles, and they're like dragging the person, you know. It's like, oh no. that is how I kind of see you, as somebody is like holding you by the ankle, trying to make you come back, and you're like, no, I want to go, I want to be free. Also, I have seen the star for 3 times already. So yeah, I feel like that is where you are, but I do think that this situation will come to an end by the year 2022, or at least there will be a plan. Thank you. There we go. A plan put in motion. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm just getting a little bit flustered for some reason. Okay, so here we have, okay, so we have 3 of Swords and the Moon. I see. I feel like there is some person that you kind of like have to leave behind. Perhaps younger siblings. I'm also been taken to my sister. When me and my little brother we were really young, our sister, well, half sister, she was around, hold on, she is, I'm not exactly sure how old she was. I think she was about 14 when I was born. And so we have quite a bit of a, you know, age gap there. But when me and my younger brother were really young, my sister moved to Germany. And she told me like later, like when I was an adult, that it was one of the hardest things to do ever was to leave us behind. Well, she moved to Germany. And she stayed there for quite a few years, probably like six years, I think. And then she moved back. So yeah, that is, there's something that you need to leave behind, and it's breaking your heart. I feel like if these are adults, I feel like they might even be like guilt tripping you, gaslighting you, or like manipulating you, trying to make you stay. And there is something that will, I almost feel like there will actually be a person for you. You might already know this person, but there is a person here who will support you. They will tell you something similar to what I'm about to tell you, that this is your life. You're not living for anybody else. You don't owe anybody anything. Nobody owes anything to you. And so if people are saying that, you know, I've seen the devil, by the way. If there are people who are telling you that you can't possibly do this because it will ruin my life and you owe me this, you can't leave us, they almost see you as an object then. They don't see you as a person with their own wants and needs. They just see them and their pain and what they might lost or lose when you go. They take you for granted, and now that they notice that you might be actually leaving them, it's kind of like triggering this abandonment thing within them. There is a really strong wind outside. I don't quite know. Or is it a car? I don't know. Lots of noise coming out. Lots of noise outside. Anyways, why am I getting so flustered? I keep like stumbling on my words and like, I don't know. Oh, I think I know why. It wasn't my latest video, but the one before that, I actually, when I was trying to explain something, I said niinku. It's like in the middle of the word, which is like, it's Finnish for, well, like this or like that. And I was trying to explain something and I slipped in this Finnish word and nobody but a Finn would catch that. So, but people noticed. And I'm just getting really flustered about every time I stumble on my words. It was so hilarious. Oh my god. I didn't even notice that I did it, but there it was on camera. I don't think that will be the last time, but yeah, now I'm getting really flustered and I'm kind of like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but still, because I'm an overthinker, you know, I'm an overthinker, so this is what we do. Anyways, let's move on. Pile number 1, Spirit Guides. What is coming in, well, by the end of the 2022, what is coming? Yes, we have Queen of Pentacles. This decision will come out in your favor. I almost feel like there might be I feel that for some of you, I feel like this might require you to cut off that bond or to burn that bridge, at least temporarily. I do feel that for some of you. Because you are so, I feel like, I just feel so bad for you, really. This could be you, by the way. This could be only you. There might not be like a third person here. But I feel like there is a decision that you have to make, and for majority of you, it has something to do with like moving away or starting a new life elsewhere. And I feel that for the majority of you, a third person is putting guilt on you while trying to make you stay. And they're like guilt tripping you to make you stay and to kind of like, you know, like quote unquote help them. But it's not really help when they're more like asking you to sacrifice yourself for them. It's not helping. They call it helping, but it's self-sacrifice. And they don't understand at all, because first of all, if they were in your shoes, they would never, not in a million years, they would never do that. They would never stay because, let's say, the tables were reversed and you were trying to guilt them into staying. They would never. They would just, you know, like, bye, out the door, and just, you know, packed up my shit, I'm gonna go now. They wouldn't even stop to think. But because you are so empathic and you understand and you know how they feel and you're gonna miss them and you don't know how they are going to make it without you, because you have been the rock of this whole thing. You're like the foundation. You make sure that, you know, if there are siblings or children involved, that they are like fed and they have clothes and they don't go to school with like a dirty t-shirt or something. You know, you take care of them, and you don't know how it's going to, you don't know what's gonna happen if you leave. But I feel like there will be a solution to this. And I feel like there will be another person, either who or just you. Maybe you wake up and stand up for yourself, but I feel like there will be a person who will stand up for you and, you know, say that this is something that you have to do and you should go do it, and if need be, I will step in. I will do this sacrifice until something, you know. I feel like there will be a solution to this situation that you are in. There will be a solution to this. Anyway, about that legal matter. Oh, I have some cards that are upright. Or, well, not upright, but, you know, face up. Yeah, about that legal matter. I feel like if you are in a custody battle, seeking for divorce or something, there is some, like, I feel like there are a few of you who are going through a legal process. I do feel like it will come out in your favor. Anyway, with the Queen of Pentacles, I see that in the end, you will get what is in your highest and best. Because the Queen of Pentacles, as you can see, she's like secure. She's comfortable. She has that pillow behind her, like supporting her. And she just has her like eyes closed and she's just like enjoying life. Not busy, not anything, just like comfortable in the situation that she's in and in her skin, and kind of calm about the decisions that she has made that led up to this point. She is comfortable. She knows that she did the right thing when she decided this. when she made that decision that I think that you are facing now. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles will be your future. Okay. We have Page of Pentacles. Oh, I remember this card in another deck. I'm being taken to that, and I'm being taken to a specific reading. Huh. It was the past life reading with the Muse. Could be that you were in that reading. I think that there was I think it was the, well, it was one of the piles in the past life reading where I said that, you know, this person who I saw as a man in that past life, he was an artist, and I think that he had a muse, a beautiful woman who ended up not choosing him. And for some reason I'm being taken to that reading. Could be that you were in that pile, but I don't know. Okay, now I get it. Yes, so in that pile, in that past life, this muse, she chose somebody wealthy. I do, if I remember right, in that reading, this muse was like engaged or married or something like this, or promised to another person who was very wealthy but not a nice person. And she also fell in love with this artist who the past life was all about. It wasn't about the muse, it was about the artist. And they fell in love while he was making his art with her, or of her. And she ended up marrying or going back to that not a very nice man who was a wealthy man anyway. So she went against her own instincts because she wanted to feel safe and secure, but she went against her heart. So she technically chose like security, safety, even though this man wasn't somebody that she loved or even liked. She just chose him because it was more convenient than it would have been to cut things off with him and run away with this artist, you know. So she went against her highest and best. But I feel like the reason why I'm being taken to this reading is because I feel like you are going to make that right decision. You're going to make that decision with your heart. And we have the Lovers in reverse, but I feel like this is just going to like set your soul on fire. I feel like this is more about like self-love and also like falling in love with life again. This could also be that you're meeting somebody, but mostly I feel like this is about like loving yourself and loving the situation you're in and loving your life. Because I feel like you will be able to get away if that was the situation that you were in. You wanted to get away. It could also be a very simple decision. It might not be so hard specifically for you, but I feel that for some of you it might have been the hardest decision you've ever had to make. So that's why I've been like going on and on about the decision. Anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna get another oracle card for you. So pile number 1, Spirit Guides. Oh, okay. See the big picture. I feel like you have been in a very bad situation for a very long time. I think that you have just accepted it as it is, which is fine. But I feel like you might have forgotten how you used to feel before all of this happened. Or maybe you have never even felt anything like, you know, that. Like perhaps you have always had to, let's say like you were born and then you got siblings and your parents were like, well, you are the oldest sibling, so you must be a very good big brother, big sister. You have to take care of your younger siblings. And you were basically, it was almost like this role that was given to you just because you were born before the other ones. And so you were like this basically living nanny for your younger siblings. And this could have been going on forever. But I feel like either way, I feel like you will find a way to get away from this. Perhaps you will be able to send in money to pay a nanny or something like this. I feel like there is a solution to this problem. I feel like you might have been stuck in this situation for too long and you have kind of forgotten that there is a solution. There is another way to everything. And I feel like you're going to figure that out, or you're going to figure it out with the help of another person. Either way, by the end of 2022, this situation has been either completely solved or a plan has been put in motion. So either way, you are getting out of this situation as long as you just keep reminding yourself that this is your life. You don't owe anything to anyone. And obviously you don't have to turn heartless, but you have to understand that this is your life and you weren't put on this earth just to serve others. And so anyway, I think that this is what I had for you. It's almost like it's almost like, you know, being in a maze where all you can see are these like bushes, or these bushes that, you know, and all you can see is like what's in front of you and what's behind you. And you take all of these paths and sometimes you end up in a dead end, and then you have to go back and hope that this wasn't the same way you came out of. And you know, you just kind of like try to find your way, but only being able to see what's in front of you and what's behind you for like a few meters. And so, but after a while, I feel like probably after this whole situation has been solved, I think, because that is how it usually happens. You gain this clarity of that situation when it's over, which you could have used before. But that is how we get the wisdom from mistakes and so on. So I feel like after this whole situation, you're like almost like looking up, like looking down at the maze and being able to see all the dead ends and, you know, what is the fastest route to get to the prize or to get out of the maze. And like first being in the maze, not being able to see anything but what's right ahead of you, what's right behind you, and then being able to see the whole maze from above and decide which is the fastest and best route for me. And so I feel like there will be this clarity after the whole situation is like over and done with. I feel like you will get this clarity, and I feel like you will never be put in that same situation ever again. Anyway, this situation could have been like anything, could have been completely different to what I have been describing, but if it resonated, then you know that it was a message for you, even though you have to kind of like, well, that is not exactly my situation. My situation is more like this and that. So please like try to fit it into your situation if it resonated. Anyway, that's what I had for you, and I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose the Rose Quartz and the 9 of Water. Your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. Yeah. Ooh. This is so exciting. Okay, let's go. I actually, for those of you who are single, I have some good news. I feel like you might be meeting the one by the end of this year. If you, however, already have found the love of your life, then it will only get better. We have King of Wands. So this is somebody who was handpicked for you by your spirit guides. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Oh my god. Okay. Calm down. Okay. Pile number 2, spirit guides. Tell me. I also feel like there will be a lot of gifts for some reason. Like there will be these tiny little splashers of life, like flowers, or bringing you coffee, or something small and nice. I feel like there will be these tiny little things that will be coming your way. This could also be, lovers. Oh dear, oh my god, this is going so well. Oh my god, this is so good. Okay. Stop saying so. I can't speak anymore. Pile number 2, spirit guides. Tell me, talk to me. Pile number 2, what is happening by the end of 2022? I also feel like if some of you might be how do I put this in a very gentle way? If you haven't been active, you know what I mean, active, I feel like that will come to an end. That there will be some action, especially for those who have not been active for quite a while, or those of you who haven't been active with a person ever before. I feel like there might be some changes to that story by the end of 2022. This is great. This is very good. Okay, pile number 2, spirit guide. Talk to me. Tell me about these things. What is happening to my beautiful pile number 2s by the end of 2022? Ooh, there we go. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you will just feel content. Just everything is going the way you want. Everything is going as you had hoped. Everything is even better than you could have ever even dreamed of. It's almost like you were hoping for something like this. I feel like this is one of those moments where in the future, I feel like this is a moment in your life that you will remember forever, because it will be just filled with so much love for many different things. Your love, this person, your life, your situation, your home, like everything is going so well. And you just want it to stay like that forever. But because this is life, and after all, it will never stay the same for a very long time. So please do enjoy it when everything goes right. I'm not saying that it won't just, you know, go back to being shit. It's more like things just evolve, because that is the law of nature. Pile number 2, spirit guides. Tell me. Yeah. So we have death and rebirth. So I feel like your life will completely transform. I feel like if you have been single for a very long time, this is something that, you know, you haven't really, well, okay, so I had been single for 5 years, or 4 years, 4 to 5 years before I met my person. And so it was kind of crazy because I was okay being single. Like I had fun, you know, like, well, that sounded a bit off. I mean, I had fun with my life. Like, I did all these things. I had lots of hobbies, as INFJs usually do. Like, I kept busy. I really loved my life at that point. And then this person comes in and we start off as friends, and then it turns into more. But it was a huge change for me to go from being single to suddenly being in love and having this person in my life and making decisions and making future plans. All of my plans obviously changed, and for the better, I think, but still it was a huge shift. My life wasn't the same anymore. And so I feel like this is something that will happen to you as well, because when a new person comes into our life, it doesn't just change our present, it changes our future completely. Like everything, you know, goes differently. Because obviously, I mean, I wasn't planning on being single for the rest of my life, but I had a plan in place in case I didn't meet anybody. But I kind of like didn't think that I would be single forever. But that was just, you know, I feel like those 4 to 5 years were the most important years in my life. I made so many changes. I did so much inner work. I went on a love, you know, like a self-love journey. I did so many changes. Like every day I was a new person during those 4 to 5 years. Like it was such rapid change, and now that I've gone through all that, I mean, whew, it was a road, but I feel like you are now like coming to an end of that, you know, life where you work on yourself constantly, because I feel like you have done some inner work and, you know, self-love journey stuff, and perhaps you have even had a spiritual awakening of sorts. We have 2 of swords as well. I'm just thinking, did I say of swords twice? I don't know. Of sorts. 2 of swords. Okay. It was very close. It was very close, guys. Okay. Anyway, So yeah, things are changing, and I feel like there is just this like, I see this like, as you can see, like she is like grabbing that blindfold, like she wants to take it off. And so I feel like that is what is happening to you when you meet this person. Like you, like all these plans that you may have had, like, yeah, I'm gonna I don't know, go to college. I'm gonna go to this college, and after that I'm gonna move to this place, and I'm gonna work for this company, or I want to build this business. But now suddenly everything becomes like, we are gonna go to this college together, and we are going to graduate and then move to this state or city or country, and then we will get married, and then maybe after 5 years, like, we will have kids. Like everything changes, like everything changes. So what else is here? Pile number 2, spirit guides, what is going on? Pile number 2, what is going on? What's gonna happen for my beautiful pile number 2s by the end of, there we go. Yeah, I feel like this will be your soulmate though. Like, look at this, 6 of Cups. This is, well, first of all, this is, in my eyes, this is about, oh, right, yes, okay, so, yeah. So in my eyes, that means about all the future plans that you're making. But for me also, this card is about growing old together. I mean, look at these. It's a young child and it's a tiny little puppy, and then they take this road, and then they are, you know, wrinkly and old and still so much in love. And yeah, I think that's what I see for you. That is, oh, this is so exciting. I can't believe it. I'm so happy for you. Because this is the kind of reading that everybody kind of hopes for. Well, most of people when they are single or have been for a while. I think this is the kind of reading that people kind of like hopes to have when it's not a soulmate reading. Like, yes, I'm gonna meet the person. So, but beware, because I feel like this person will be a friend first. So you might not even realize that this is actually the person. So yeah, that's something too. Because there will always be an element of surprise. It could be that it's your childhood friend who suddenly confesses his or her feelings for you. You had no idea until they told you. I feel like there will be some sort of a secret to this. I feel like there's something that you haven't quite realized, but they make you feel really good. I also feel like perhaps, well, there is a chance. I feel like for some of you, this person might be financially very well off. So it's sort of, it's almost like all of your worries just go away. Oh yeah, it says there, concerns fade away. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say in other words. Anyway, let's keep going. Pile number 2, spirit guides. Pile number 2. Ah, perkele. Sorry. I just, oh my goodness. This is going so wrongly. I'm sorry, I just, you know, cursed in Finnish and then I apologized in Finnish, which doesn't actually help you, so let's keep going, So we have bring a gentle touch. I almost feel like, you know, wedding bells. I also no, No, I don't think so. Anyway, sorry about swearing. Although if you're not Finnish, you probably wouldn't have even known. Anyways, let's forget about that. We're gonna go back to the reading. How much time do we have? We have a lot of time together. Excellent. So we have the deer spirit to bring a gentle touch. I feel like this person, I feel like they are kind of like afraid of talking about their feelings for you. I feel like they will be doing the first step in this. I feel like they will confess their feelings first, and then you're like, oh, I had no idea. And then you talk, and then you think about your feelings, and maybe you go on a date and it will go great, and you know, stuff like that. Yeah. We have Ace of Swords. Yeah. I don't think... Well, yeah. Wait. I've never thought of that before. Have you seen the Carnival Row? With Orlando Bloom and Cara. I don't know if I can pronounce her surname. It's Delevingne? I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. Anyways, she and him, it's Carnival Row. It's on Amazon. Anyway, there is some okay. Okay. So there's quite a message here. What do I do? Do I spoil this or not? I'm gonna do a spoiler alert kind of thing here. If you haven't seen Carnival Row but you want to, please skip ahead like at least like 20 seconds or something, because I don't want to spoil anything to you if you haven't seen it. If you have seen the first season though, it's safe for you to watch it. You know what? I'm gonna put another timestamp next to your, you know, like a spoiler alert kind of timestamp when it's okay for you to watch again if you don't want to be spoiled. I think that this is about halfway in the first season, so go away now if you don't want to hear this. So in Carnival Row, it's almost like history, based on history, but there are these like fairies with wings, and then there are these fauns, and there are centaurs, and other kind of like magical creatures. And so they have been forced to like sort of move to cities where humans live, and they are treated as second, you know, like a not very well, like they're almost like slaves, and it's hard for them to find a job, and they're really looked like down upon, and you know, they don't have much like worth because they are these creatures and they are not human. And so there are two I hear the song in my head. there are these two characters. This sister, or this young lady, who lives with his sister, and they're kind of like a higher up, like, you know, like wealthy and, you know, like socialites, and, you know, like they have a, well, they're like supposed to be respected. It's kind of like because they have money and sort of, and they have this beautiful dresses, beautiful home, and, you know, it's their thing. And so a person moves in next door, and they appear to be very wealthy, and they're kind of like this sister, these siblings, they're kind of running out of money because of a poor investment the brother had done. And so the sister, she is kind of, what was her name though? I don't remember. Imogen. Yes. So she decides to kind of like charm the neighbor, kind of like win her, so that because he's very wealthy, so then they would be, you know, because they're about to lose their house and stuff. And so then they realize that this new neighbor was actually a fawn, or they call them pucks. And so they had never even met a wealthy, like a magical creature before, because that just didn't happen. Like, he must have been first of, like, one of his kind to be this wealthy. And so they kind of like make a plan that, you know, she will help him to gain like social status in the neighborhood and stuff like that, and in return he will pay them, or like build a boat or something like this, because this would be like something that brings them money. And so they kind of like hang out together, go to like museums and auctions and stuff like that together, and people are like gossiping about them, because that was just unheard of. That was very almost like embarrassing, because she was seen with a puck and all that. And eventually she really enjoyed being with him. Like, she had fun, and she realized that actually she hated all of those people. Like, she actually hated them. She hated her life. Like, everything was just so ordinary and just so, oh. Anyway, they end up falling in love, and it's one of the best, you know, sex scenes that I have seen on TV. It's one of the most romantic sex scenes I have ever seen. It was so cute. So I'm gonna actually put a link for that as well if you want to see it. It's gonna be next to the timestamp, or under the timestamps. Don't know yet where I'm gonna put it, but it's gonna be in the description box if you want to see that scene. But that is what I'm being taken to. That, you know, like super romantic, you know, first time, and it was so amazing. I'm so in love with that scene. And there's this music. The music on it is just perfect. It just I feel like that song, it's just like instrumental music, but I almost feel like that song is like describing falling in love. If you watch the scene, which I'm gonna, if I can find it, I'm gonna put the link for it. Listen to the song too, because it's really good. Anyway, so let's get back to the reading. That was a really long explanation, actually. But that is how romantic I see you. Like, it's just so, like, against all odds. But for you, I'm not sure. Well, maybe. I feel like you might be in a opposites attract kind of situation with this person. I do feel that, actually. So, yeah. I do feel that, though. Like, there might be this opposites attract, or this person might not be quite what kind of people you're usually attracted to, or there's going to be something different, or it could be that this person is so different to your exes, for example. There's just something well, let's not say unfamiliar, it's more like something, well, just different, you know, something different. So let's get back to the reading. Yeah, let's get back to the reading. So, you're gonna meet somebody, and I think that you're gonna have some time as well. And, I don't know. I feel like this is something that is completely going to open your eyes for something, for some reason. I don't know. Yeah. I'm totally seeing if you haven't seen the carnivore row and you skipped the explanation that I gave, what I wanted to say that in this show there is a very romantic sex scene that I saw in your pile. So if you haven't seen it and you skipped my explanation, I am being called to tell you to watch it. In Finland it's on Amazon Prime, but it could be on other you know, platforms. I'm not quite sure, because it changes within different countries, so I can't be sure. We had 3 of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna put it up right so I can read it better. So yeah, I feel like you have been very independent. You have been very you haven't really minded being alone or on your own. Did I finish my sentence? Huh? Oh my god, my brain is working too fast. Jesus Christ. If I didn't finish my sentence, I wanted to tell you that if you haven't seen it, go watch it, because I'm being called to tell you that, to watch Carnival Row. Anyway, let's get back to the 3 of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you have been very independent. You have had these plans. You have had like I feel like you have had a very good structure in your life, and you know, things have gone well while you have been single, and you know, like that. And I don't think that the COVID situation hit you very hard. I feel like you took it as an opportunity, like perhaps because you couldn't really see people or something like that, and you had all this time. I feel like you probably went through some sort of a journey. It could be like maybe you lost a lot of weight, or you gained some weight, or anything that you want. Something desirable happened, or you made happen. There was some goal that you reached on your own during COVID. And I feel like for some of you might have something to do with your life overall. Could be something to do with your appearance or something. There was a goal that you had, and you reached it on your own. And so you have been quite happy being on your own. Like, you know, I'm really powerful. I can do this and I can do that. I don't really need a person. But it's not like you needed one. It's not like, but I feel like you probably still wanted someone. Because we're people. We like to have people around us, stuff like that. But you haven't been, you know, starving for attention or something, like starving for a person to share your life. You have been quite fine. And now you're gonna be even better. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I feel like you're doing all the right things at this time. So please don't stop or stuff like that, or change things really. I feel like the path that you are on right now is leading to this future. And you're gonna see them soon. If you haven't already. Anyway, this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again. And I hope I see you in our next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. So you chose the clear quartz and you had 2 cards. You had 5 of Earth, fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment, and 4 of Water, missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So the message that I get from these cards is that you have a very strong lack mentality. And this lack mentality is keeping you from, well, achieving something. It's almost like you are standing in your own way. I feel like you might be having a very strong period of pessimism. Maybe you are a pessimist or something like this. There's something that is sort of like, I almost feel like you are a pessimist because I keep hearing this like, well, there are 2 things that I hear, like pessimists will not get disappointed, which is completely untrue, by the way. And then, what was the second one? Usually people are pessimists. This is not what I heard, by the way, but this is what came to mind when I tried to think about the other thing. People who are pessimists, I find that they are usually afraid of being optimists because they don't know what they would do if the thing that they are like hoping to happen, they're imagining it happening, and they're like falling in love with the idea of it happening, and then it doesn't happen. They don't know how to deal with that sort of disappointment. So they would rather keep letting themselves down by kind of abusing themselves with these negative scenarios and stuff. That's something that I see. Okay. So we have 2 of Wands. There is something that you are hoping to happen. It could be a trip, it could be moving to somewhere, it could be getting a job, it could be getting into university, or something similar. There is something that you are hoping to happen, but it's almost like you're afraid of like hyping yourself up, or like you don't even want to plan, you don't even want to think about it happening, because what if you don't get in, and then you would be very disappointed. But I feel like that is where you are kind of, you know, setting yourself up for failure. I get that it can be scary to be... I'm not saying that you have to change. I'm saying that it would be more beneficial to get rid of the lack mentality and focus on what you have and stuff like that. This is 7 of Cups. I feel like you're almost afraid of making decisions because you don't know what will happen. Yeah. It's almost like you would rather not choose anything. Interesting. Pile number 3, Spirit Guides. Pile number 3. We have 3 of Swords. I don't know. It's almost like you're breaking your own heart by doing this. I don't know how else to explain it. It's almost like you're torturing yourself with imagining the worst case scenarios and not even letting yourself think about the possible happy outcome. Let's see then. Pile number 3, Spirit Guides. What is happening? Oh, we have one card face up again. So tell me, Spirit Guides, what's gonna happen for my beautiful pile number 3s at, well, by the end of 2022? I keep seeing some like celebration cards, or like cards that have a positive, you know, message in them. I keep seeing those kind of cards all the time. Yeah. So you have 5 of Pentacles. This is one of the, well, most powerful cards in this deck, I think. I feel like I might have explained this to you, this card to you in the past, but I'm gonna say this again. So there is this person, she is like behind a locked door. You can see the lock on the door by there, and she is kind of like sad, disappointed, like tired, she doesn't even want to try. She's just, I'm locked away, I can't do anything about this. But there is a key there. Like on the other side, she is just not seeing it because she's looking in the wrong way. So she doesn't even realize that she actually has the key to that door. And I feel like this is something that you're going through right now, because I feel like this is a mental issue, I think. This is your overthinking. This is kind of like, this is coming from inside of your head. And this is not something physical. It's almost like you are like crapping all over your manifestations. That's what I feel like. Pile number 3, Spirit Guides. Pile number 3. I'm being told to tell you, yeah, not a surprise, Ace of Swords. I'm being told to tell you to read a book from Joe Dispenza. I'm gonna put that name under the timestamps if you want to go take a look. It's a book. I've also seen it as an audiobook. It's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. If you haven't read it, please do. If you have read it, read it again. Because there is something very valuable to you in that book. I can tell. Pile number 3, Spirit Guides. Tell me about the pile number 3s. What's going on by the end of the 2022? Okay, so this is Temperance. You're gonna be doing some inner work, and this is going to help you a lot. This is going to be very important to your life, I think. I feel like it will change a lot of things in you. You could be doing it with the book that I just mentioned. I have read it several times. I actually want to buy it. It's a book that I keep coming back to, and I feel like it might be very useful to you. So I feel like you're struggling. You're really struggling, and you're kind of hoping that, you know, things will turn up, but it's not looking like they are if you keep going at them the way you are going, you know. Something has changed for them to manifest. It's almost like you have to get something out of the way before the new thing can come in. Like let's say you are buying a new couch. You want to buy this new couch, but you can't get the couch into the apartment or the house before you have gotten rid of the old couch. So right now you have to get rid of the old couches from your mind so that new things can, you know, manifest. So what to do about this though? Always I'm also being told to remind you that when I predict future like this, for example, it's always based on the most likely decisions that you're going to make. It is, you know, like, it's impossible to predict future with 100% accuracy, except for the next 15 minutes. And so the weather predictions, they are based on the most likeliest route. And so because I'm predicting human mind, it's a bit different, because there are a lot of decisions that you make during the day. There are millions of decisions that you make in one day. And so I'm predicting future by estimating the most likely decisions that you're gonna make. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. How do I explain this? What I'm trying to say is that this isn't 100% accurate. And if you want to change something, you don't like something that you hear, there is a chance to always change it, because the future is not set in stone. And even if I'm telling you all of these things, they are based on the most likeliest outcome. And so if you don't like what I'm telling you, you can change it. And by changing it, by changing it, you will be able to change the outcome of this. And you will possibly be able to manifest things a lot sooner and quicker and stuff. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you tools to change this outcome, because so far it doesn't look like anything awesome is happening for you for the rest of the 2022, because of this lack mentality that you have. Like, you don't concentrate on the things that you have, you concentrate on the things that you want and what you don't have. And so by changing this view, you will be able to attract things that you want to attract. So there is this psychological trick by Tony Robbins. If you want to do it with me right now, that would be great. So what I'm trying to show you is, well, you will see. So close your eyes, and when I tell you to open them, look for everything that is red. Everything that is red, only red. Notice things that are red. So open your eyes now and look for everything red. Look for everything red. Red, 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 red. Close your eyes. And do you remember how many things you saw that were green? Well, now when you open your eyes, look for everything that is green. Only green. Look for everything that is green. Open your eyes. Green, green, green. Look for green, 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 green. Do you think that there was more green than red? You probably think that there was more green than there was red. At least that is how it usually works, but you could be an exception. Anyway, when you previously looked for things that were red, you probably said that there was more red than more green. So basically, the trick is trying to show you that what you concentrate on, you will notice. And especially, like, I think like pilots and well, pilots, I think, are the, but probably not like commercial pilots. I think more like maybe like in army or something. Anyway, for them, they know this better than anyone, that when you concentrate, when you look at an obstacle, that is where you're gonna hit. And so when you're a pilot and you have to, you know, you have to like stay safe and avoid the obstacles, you can't even look at the obstacles, because otherwise you're gonna go straight into those obstacles. And so this is kind of what you're doing right now. You're kind of like looking at the obstacles, you're kind of forgetting the good things, you're kind of forgetting what you're doing, like what kind of life you want. I feel like you have gotten lost in despair, I feel like. And so that's something that I would like you to kind of like fix. Okay, so we have Page of Cups. So I do think that you will be able to start seeing the good things. This is, I'm gonna show you, like, I don't know, it's just the face and think, god damn it, this chair is a little B word. Anyways, look at this card though. Like, he's like, oh, okay, this is kind of exciting. Then there are these, like, you know, forming hearts with hands, and then there's a little pig with wings. This is like anything is possible card, like anything is possible. And so I think that you will be able to get to a point where you accept things as they are. Like, I feel like you're starting to be able to get away from this lack mentality and focusing on what you don't have. I feel like you're able to accept things as they are, and you're trying to reprogram your mind into noticing the things that are good for you and things that you like and what you want in your life. And slowly but surely it's gonna have an effect in your life. And I feel like you're gonna come to this realization by the end of the year. I'm gonna, okay, there we go. Last card. Yeah, we have Death, Rebirth. So, yeah, you're going to transform your mind by transforming your... Did I say life? You're going to transform your life by transforming your mind. And I wanted to take a better look at this. I don't know. Hey, were you in that pile when I told you that your energy feels like a secret garden that is locked away? That's what I'm feeling right now. So if you were in that pile, hi, welcome back. Nice to see you. So anyway, if you weren't, that's completely fine. But I really think that you will be able to change this. And if you go and get that book, that would be great for you. I think that is going to change your life. So the thing is that there is going to be a lot of work, and it's not going to be easy, but you will be transforming your life by the end of the 2022. I feel like you're going to step into 2023 as a completely new person, but the rest of the year is gonna be hard work. And I also would recommend watching like clips from Tony Robbins, because you know, he keeps popping into my head, and I feel like that might be a message for you to, you know, take a look at that. And so I, like at first I was getting a little bit worried, like, is there nothing good coming? Is there nothing good coming? But there is. And the best thing about it is your realization, like, this is not the kind of life I want to live, because I don't want to feel this miserable. I feel like, I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. That's what I feel like. I feel like you are being miserable, so that's why I said it. But yeah, so I think that you will be able to get that lock. Well, get that key and then get that lock, you know. And it's gonna be hard work. It's gonna be a lot of work. And I feel like there might be a lot of traumas that might get triggered, but the book will help you with that if you're gonna get it. Anyway, I'm certain that this will be really great for you. I think it's gonna go great. As long as you keep being true to yourself. And check out the book. Please do. Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Anyway, this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again. And I hope I see you in my next one. Bye!